Oh, I hope they don't. I hope they don't mess it up.
Drop any points. That would be a shame, wouldn't it? Be a real shame.
Well, that's what we said, wasn't it? The last few weeks is that it's nice to have the games in hand, but until you win those games in hand, they mean fuck all, don't they? I think it's the old cliche.
Here we go. It's the Pompey Pod with Mike and Dan. Good evening, Dan.
Hi, Mike.
Right.
Yeah, you?
Yeah. We've got a very exciting game to review this week, haven't we?
Very
Carlisle
exciting.
away.
Top v bottom.
Exciting game.
What was it?
Top v
5-0?
bottom. You'd think so, wouldn't you? 5-0. You'd think it would have been goal fest.
Yeah.
A team that can't defend against a team bang in form. Alas, it didn't finish that way. It was just the one goal, one kind of piece of quality in the whole game. What was that? What was your view? Let's get straight into it, shall we? What was your view of the game? How did you see it?
Well, I saw up to the goal, so I saw the first half, then I saw the goal, and I had to go out. But the first half was shite. Yeah, first half was pretty poor, wasn't it?
Wasn't the best.
I did chuckle, but I think the only good part was just listening to the commentators again, the local commentators, but virtually jisming every time Carlisle got near our box. It was like the highest they've been up the pitch all season. Yeah, no, it wasn't particularly good, was it? First half, but
they were quite excitable, weren't they?
Yeah, it's nothing really happened, did it? First half,
we kind of made them look good in a way, didn't we?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, they took the game to us, and fair play to them for that. But I think we made them look better than what they were.
Yeah, they were quite poor as well, weren't they?
Yeah, they were pretty poor. It was a dull first half from our point of view. But having said that, it was a dull first half all the way throughout. But in fact, there's still the post was hit twice, wasn't it? Once by them, once by us. I thought our one was actually quite a good little bit of improvisation from Lane with Lowry.
Yeah.
Lowry shot from the edge of the box. Lane just threw his head at it. It was quite unlucky, I think.
But if you look at the replay, Lane doesn't even look to see where the ball's gone. So I don't know what he thought he was getting out of that little flick towards goal. He just didn't even look at it. But that was the highlight, wasn't it? Did they hit the post? They hit the post.
Yeah,
that sort of near post scuffle type thing. Was that
kind of? It was a corner. It came out to Lowry on the edge. Lowry kind of hit through the crowd.
I mean Carlisle. I thought you said Carlisle.
Oh, yeah. That was probably about 15 minutes in, I think it was.
Yeah, the one where he crossed it to the near post.
Kind of clipped, didn't it? Kind of clipped the post.
Okay.
Can't remember exactly the details of it. It's a little bit.
Yeah, the Gee played it out to wing, and he crossed it. Geezer crossed it near post, and their striker just almost got in front of Shocknessy, I think it was. And and it just.
So you mean Shocknessy?
Shocknessy
is as their guy kept calling him Shocknessy.
Yeah, and what were your thoughts of on Miles Pert Harris that first half?
Well, he didn't have the best, did he? I did say at half time that he needs to probably be replaced by Kamara, and
I thought, yeah.
He was lackluster. He wasn't great. Nothing really seemed to come off. He didn't seem to want. There wasn't a lot of desire from him to.
No, that's what it looked like. He looked a bit lazy as well, didn't he? Sort of that.
Did look a little bit lazy.
But I did see some. Did you see any of the comments at all about him
a few comments
afterwards?
Yeah,
about him in particular.
Yeah. Go on,
To send him back to Brentford. He's shit. He's done nothing since he joined. And I just thought, oh, for fuck's sake, he played well first game, and he's done all right the other two games, wasn't it? He's played 3. Was that his 4th game?
That was his 4th, yeah.
And then he's had a bad 45 minutes. So that's it.
Get out.
Get
out.
Yeah.
Who do you think you are? Turning up, going all out to Carlisle and having a shit game. What do you think you're playing at? I I think there's a lot of comments, wasn't there, about that? And it's like, come on, it's. I actually responded to one just saying, "Come on, you've got to get behind the team." At the end of the day, everyone's allowed an off day.
Yeah.
But again, I think it's the minority, isn't it? Everyone likes to pile on. People like to pile on. You look at people piling on Bishop, for example.
Yeah.
And people were piling on Raggett as well, weren't they? Raggett.
Raggett.
Yeah. Yeah, people piling on Raggett as well. Just don't get it. It's kind of get behind the team. Fair enough.
Before or during that game. But
I think it's just in general, isn't it? It's kind of people were saying, "Oh, McIntyre's now out for the rest of the season. Looks like we're going to have to revert back to our second choice defenders."
Well,
he's not going to let us down, though, is he? I think the thing with Raggett's clearly he's not. You still there?
Well,
yeah.
I'm here. Yeah, he's clearly he's not. And then the pros for about 10 seconds.
The of Paul or McIntyre, but he always gives 100%, doesn't he, mate?
Yeah.
I just don't see the need. Going back to MPH, I thought he wasn't the best, but he's like you say, he's got more to give, hasn't he? And he'll get better. He hasn't played a lot of football.
No. And is that what we're doing now? Is it MPH?
Sorry, that's me. That's just
like JCH at Peterborough.
Yeah, sorry. That's
No, it's fine if that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
No, we don't have to.
As long as I know.
Yeah,
that's fine. We'll do that.
It's just a habit. It's a bad habit I've got into, Dan. I apologise profusely.
I see. I'd see it's miles per hour as well, isn't it?
Yes.
I've only just realised that. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Talk us through the goal, because that was the one bit of quality in probably the whole of the 90+ minutes, wasn't it?
Yes. So Kamara looked good, didn't he, when he came on? Very lively, and I thought he picked up the ball well, did a little flick over the defender, the whoever it was, midfielder, which was a nice little bit of skill, and then Rafferty. Do you see Rafferty's involvement?
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Rafferty's done all season. Just completely blocking off their guy, who I think he would have got a tackle in as well, by the looks of it.
Yeah.
But I think Kamara's ball was one of the best balls I've seen all season. I think it was just perfectly. It was just a cracking ball, wasn't it? Absolutely perfect, right on the money.
Absolutely
perfect weight. On the deck. So he didn't have to do anything, Lane, did he? Just other than slide it in.
Literally ran onto it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Ran onto it, side foot, back of the net, and that tells you how good the ball was. Was that the fact that he literally just didn't have to take a touch, didn't have to do anything. He just knew exactly first touch, through the keeper, back of the net. I thought Kamara instantly changed the game when he came on, and he just suddenly. I like obviously Lane scored a couple of goals last week, but I like him out on the left. I kind of prefer him out on the left personally. I'm still not convinced with Lang through the middle, but anyway, back to Kamara. I thought he just looked very, very lively, didn't he? And looked like he had a point to prove, I thought.
Yeah, I thought that. Yeah, and a little bit sulky with the celebrations as well, when all the Pompey players were sort of like pointing at him as if to say, "Yeah, well done, mate," and he was just.
That's what I do. Isn't it?
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. No, very good, very good. And I think it was deserved, the win. I think we were a little bit laboured, but I think it was deserved. And at the end of the day, those are the sort of games that win you the league, aren't they? Will get you up because you're not at your best, but you're solid. And to be fair, I didn't think Carlisle really looked like scoring after we went 1-0 up. I thought we looked solid at the back. We looked assured. Didn't really look like we were going to go on and score another, but at the same time, didn't really look like conceding either, did we?
No, not at all. Not at all. I don't think there was any. There was no. Was there any shot? Was there any chances for Carlisle at all?
Nothing clear cut that I kind of remembered. Not at all.
No.
No. So that's
like you say, it doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't matter. You'd want to win. You want to go there and win comfortably, but at this stage, it's points, isn't it? Points in the bag.
Yeah.
Speaking
of the division that some areas of the fans like to create, I did see a lot of comments as well saying, only 1-0 against bottom of the league. Only 1-0 against bottom of the league. And we think we're going up. So
It doesn't matter,
can't
does
win,
it? It doesn't
can't win
matter.
5 or 6
Doesn't matter.
every week,
It's
or
3
4-1
points.
every week, can you?
It's 3 points. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Well, funny enough, that was one of the responses. Is that someone did respond saying you get 3 points whether you win 1-0 or 6-0. So
Yeah.
We'd love some 6-0s, wouldn't we? But at the end of the day, if we won every game 1-0 between now and the end of the season, we are going up. We are going up.
Yeah. And I don't
nice.
think other than a few sort of 3-0 away wins, I think we've had the 4-1 at home last week, haven't we? And that's been about it. The rest have been sort of close-ish.
Yeah.
So, we're not going to beat teams 4 or 5-0, unfortunately. But who gives a shit when you're getting, even whether it's 5-0 or 1-0? Doesn't matter, does it?
No, as long as we keep doing it. And we have now done it 4 times in the last 5 games, 4 wins out of 5, 1 draw.
Yep.
We're only obviously minutes away from winning that as well.
Yeah.
The good thing is, so looking at the other form, Derby have obviously come up into 3rd. Bolton have stagnated a little bit. 2 draws in a row for them. Barnsley are doing well, but Peterborough 3 defeats in a row, Dan. Who'd have thought that 3 games ago? It is a shame. It was only
Barnsley that Barnsley were 1-0 down as well, weren't they, at the weekend, and they came back to win. So they were the only ones that won in the top 6, other than us. In the top,
in the top 9, in fact, because Leyton Orient lost, Blackpool drew, Oxford drew, Stevenage drew. So a good weekend all round, I think.
Wasn't it?
For the Portsmouth.
Yeah,
very good indeed. Next up, Cambridge United. Tomorrow night will be tonight, actually, by the time this comes out. What's your thought on that? What's your thoughts on that? Down at the park?
Yeah, we'll be fine, won't we?
Now, unbeaten in their last 4. The 2 wins, 2 draws in their last 4.
Yeah.
Cambridge. Although 2 of those games came against 10 men.
No, they lost their last one. What are you talking about?
Did they?
Two draws, a win, and a loss. Let's have a look.
I thought they won their last. I thought they'd won their last one.
Let's just check here.
Am I wrong?
So why is the form table saying different to what the? Oh yeah, they lost to Cheltenham 1-0.
Oh yeah. You're right. Yeah. Appalls.
Yeah. Well, I think we should be. We should be all right, shouldn't we?
You think so?
Yeah.
0-0 up at their place.
I don't like to predict anymore. Was it
0-0 up at their place, or was it 1-0? I forget now. I think it was 0-0, wasn't it, at their place?
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Because it's Cambridge is.
Mike Morrison.
Yes, that's right. Return of the Mac.
Yeah. Return of the Mac.
Yeah, that's right. That was a dull game, wasn't it? Yeah, so I think, and they were quite shit as well, Cambridge. So we should be all right.
It was just one of those dull draws, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, Mourinho said he's going to mix things up a little bit and potentially rest some players, or not necessarily rest, but that would suggest to me Yengi, I think. Do you not think?
Yes, loads of people are begging for him to start, aren't they? And saying how shit Bishop is.
Yeah. What did you think of Bishop at the weekend? From what you saw.
Well, I don't think he hasn't been. It's difficult, isn't it? Because unless he's scoring goals, I don't think his performances are much different to what they have been all season. But when he's scoring goals, then it's all right, isn't it? But if he's just putting himself about and whinging at the referee and not scoring, then it looks sort of like a negative performance, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I don't know, mate. I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing Yengi start. I think something just a bit different. But I don't mind. I don't mind really Bishop or Yengi starting.
Okay, so
more strength-wise. But
yeah.
Yengi, a lot of the players say when I read the programs and they do the who's the funniest in the change room, who's the blah blah blah. Nearly
who's the
quite
longest
a lot of
in
them
the shower.
Yeah, that sort of thing. When they ask who the fastest player is, a lot of them say Yengi, which I find quite surprising because I haven't seen that. So yeah, but a few of them say Yengi, so he must be quite rapid.
Yeah, fair enough.
And they say
Yeah, a lot of
Bishop's the
people.
slowest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's not massively surprising, is it? I
Or
don't
Pack.
think he's known for his pace.
Mm.
Okay, yeah, I think it'd be good to see him start. I wouldn't be surprised if Moxon started also.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. That's
Yeah.
about the time that I went out was when Moxon was coming on. Did he look? What was he
He did
like?
all right.
Yeah,
He did all right.
okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
Again, put himself about. He was similar to obviously he only got 4 or 5 minutes against Northampton, didn't he? But not too dissimilar. Looked not a lot really happened after that, so it's difficult to tell. It's just a kind of a bit of a Portsmouth just trying to keep hold of the ball and frustrate Carlisle. Carlisle didn't really do much when they had it, so it's really difficult to judge him on that. But I think he looks strong. He's quite a big lad, isn't he? He's but I don't know if that's just because he stood next to Lowry. But one thing I did notice about our team, we've got quite a few big lads. We actually look like a really big side, don't we?
I think we are quite a big.
Raggett, Pack, Shocknessy, Ogilvy.
Yeah.
Moxon,
and when you see Lowry and Morel, especially Lowry, when Lowry came off last week against Northampton.
Yeah.
At the end, he was walking around the pitch and he was wearing a big, the big football jacket type things. And I actually thought it was a mascot had got on the pitch because he's that tiny compared to the other players wearing this massive coat. But yeah, I think we have got quite a few big players, haven't we? I mean, even Pack's big, shot to see.
About 6'2", isn't he?
Yeah. Morel.
And Kamara as well. Kamara's got to be about 6'1", isn't he?
Missed that.
What's that? No, go on, do it again.
Morel. I said Morel. Not forgetting.
6'2", yeah. 6'2", Morel, yeah.
Yeah.
Kamara.
Bishop.
Is it 185 centimetres, isn't it?
Yeah. So quite a big team, aren't we?
Quite big, but good with it as well. It's not necessarily you get a lot of League One sides who are big, but just big and brutal. Whereas I think we can play football as well.
Yeah.
Go on. What's your prediction then for Cambridge?
Told you I don't want to predict, Mike.
Okay.
I don't want to.
I'm going to go 2-0. 2-0.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
Yeah. I'd like
one in each half.
I'd like to think that. I thought we would be comfortable against Northampton, and we were, especially when we were sort of 2-0 at half time. I thought that's good that we've got a nice, comfortable first 45. So hopefully something similar to that would be nice.
Yeah.
Kill it off.
Similar to that would be very nice, wouldn't
it?
Yeah. Okay. So Reading then at the weekend. Reading are in decent form as well.
Yeah.
They're apparently unbeaten in their last 5. I'm just going to double check. Yeah, they are unbeaten in their last 5. 3 wins, 2 draws. Up to 18th in the table. Away from the relegation zone a little bit for them.
Did they only get a 4-point deduction then? Is that right?
Yeah, I thought it was more than that initially.
Yeah.
I thought it was about 8 or something, but maybe it was 8, 4 suspended and 4 instantly, perhaps.
So that's definitely what it shows. Yeah, 4 points.
Okay.
So they're doing all right, aren't they? But from the game up there, what was was it 3-2, wasn't it? When we went to
3-2,
2-0 down. Yeah. Even that game, I thought we were much better than them. So
yeah, I agree.
We should have enough.
And it's one of those games where we looked, even at 2-0, we didn't look like we panicked or anything.
No. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So no prediction then. No, another comfortable one. I'm going to go for.
Yeah.
I think it'd be closer. Reading game would be closer than the Cambridge game, but I still think.
Yeah, I think so.
It will be 6 points come Saturday afternoon.
Let's hope so. Yeah. 2 home games.
Okay, so you would definitely expect it. Just very quickly. So looking at the other teams. So let's go with Barnsley first. So Barnsley tomorrow are playing Shrewsbury away and are playing Fleetwood away, who are in a little bit of form themselves, on Saturday. So that could be tricky for them, couldn't it?
Any away game, I think. But then again, you look where Shrewsbury and Fleetwood are. You're talking 6th from bottom and 2nd from bottom. So Yeah, I think you'd expect Barnsley to pick up 4 points at least from those two.
Peterborough play Port Vale and Blackpool both at home this week.
Yeah, so they're both winnable as well, aren't they?
Yeah, you'd think they're going to get points there, wouldn't you? Derby away at Exeter, and then home against Stevenage.
Yeah, so that's 2 tough games.
Yeah, Stevenage are a little bit indifferent on form, though, aren't they? A little bit up and down on form. So Bolton, 2 home games for them. Wickham and Charlton. You'd like to think.
Yeah,
Bolton fans would be thinking 6 points there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'm still surprised Charlton are down there. Although Bolton, you keep expecting them to win, and then they're not, are they? So, they're
they've got a run
games in hand.
Yeah, but that means they've got a run of Tuesday, Saturdays. Saturdays for the next 4 or 5 weeks, I think it is.
5 in 30, isn't it, or something they've got? Is that right? 5 in 30.
5 before they've got 5 more games before the end of this month.
Yeah.
So 5 in however many days. So 27th of February is their 5th game in. What's that? 15 days. It's a lot of games.
Christ, that's half of what I said. I said 5 in 30.
Yeah,
they got 5 in 15.
In 5 in because tomorrow's 13th, isn't it? So it'll be 5 in 14.
Jesus.
Wowzers.
Oh, I hope they don't mess it up.
Drop any points. That would be a shame, wouldn't it? Be a real shame.
Well, that's what we said, wasn't it? The last few weeks is that it's nice to have the games in hand, but until you win those games in hand, they mean fuck all, don't they? I think it's the old cliche.
I think that's what I think that's what Jeff Stelling would normally say on Saturday afternoon, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Alf Ramsey, I got that off.
Oh, very good. Very good. Okay, so there you have it. It's 2 games this week. Cambridge, Reading, both at home. Pompey back on form, unbeaten in 5. 13 points from those 5 games. I think that's a good return, considering 3 of those games were away from home. 4, in
14
fact.
games to go.
Sorry, 4.
14 games. Yeah, 4.
14 games to go. 6-point lead. I like it a lot. All right, let's get quizzing, Dan.
Oh, yeah. Let's do this.
Oh, yeah. This is the fun point.
The thought that's gone into this quiz.
This is a quick quiz. These are quick quizzes this week.
Okay. Shall I get mine out of the way?
Go on in. Go on.
Right. Okay. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right. Okay. So what I was going to give you was I was going to go back to the old Premier League era, our favourite era, and say that there were a certain amount of players that had scored 1 goal for Pompey. I need to sort my fucking hair out. Look at this thatch. It's like a fucking haystack. Right. But some of the names on that list were a bit too. I just think you'd be guessing all for ages trying to get them. So what I'm going to go for is how many of the players who scored 2 or 3 goals for Pompey in the Premier League can you name in? Should we say 2 minutes? 1 minute? 2 minutes?
2 or 3 goals. Oh man,
2 or 3 goals. Yeah, but all you got to do if you start saying names.
Okay,
you'll be fine, won't you? So right. So there's
2 or 3
14
goals
on the list. 2 or 3 goals. Let's say go.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Armand Traore.
No.
Pamaro.
No. Yes, Pamaro. Yes, Pamaro's correct.
Finnan. Was Finnan in there? Finnan.
No. You got Pamaro.
Glenn Johnson.
No.
Sol Campbell.
Yes, 2.
Limvoy.
Yes, 3. Yeah, now we're on a roll.
Distan. Nah, more than that, isn't he?
No, Distan, no.
All
household names.
Fox. Hayden Fox.
Hayden Fox is not on the list.
Okay, it's not on the list. Unsworth. David Unsworth.
2, correct.
8. Oh, very nice.
Yeah,
okay.
Done well.
I'm trying to think of fullbacks and defenders. What about let's go for midfielder. Let's go for Davis. Davis.
2.
Sean Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 goals. Yeah.
Gary O'Neill. No, he got more than that, didn't he? What about the bold striker? I bet he only got 1 or 2, didn't he? What was his name?
Mornar.
Mornar.
No.
No. Okay.
Think. What about some strikers?
Pericard. Vincent Pericard.
No, you got more than that. Very famous strikers on this list. Very famous.
Oh, the Liverpool guy, Milan Baros.
Barros. No, he must have got more.
I don't know.
Think a striker that scored hundreds of Premier League goals, but not for Pompey. Come on, that's come on.
Sheringham.
No, he scored more than that. Come on.
Oh, Andy Cole. Andy Cole.
Yeah, Andrew Cole. Yeah.
Andrew Cole. Yeah.
And another striker. That's probably about it. Another striker. Let's get you this one. Another striker that played for England. Got a 1-in-1 record for England. Nugent. Yeah. How many did he get?
Did he get a couple of Prems?
3 goals. Yeah.
Rubbish.
Right, that'll do you.
Rubbish.
Right, so no, you did right then. I think you did right. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 out of 14. I think that's a gold
Who done this then?
So starting from the bottom, Dario Silva, Jamie O'Hara, Sean Davis, he said, David Unsworth, he said, Isle Berkovic, Hassan Yebda, and Sol Campbell and Michael Brown all got 2.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And then 3 goals were Dave Nugent. Dave Nugent.
Dave.
What was this couple being all chummy with me? Call him Andrew Cole, but no, Dave Nugent got 3. Noam Pamaro got 3. And Kevin Prince can't take a penalty. Boateng got 3. Andrew Cole 3. Primus 3. And Dejan Stefanovic.
I nearly said Stefanovic, but I thought you maybe got more than that.
Yeah, I think you did pretty well then.
Thank you very much.
Next week you'll have single goal heroes, so brush up on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing anywhere near as interesting for you, I'm afraid.
Good.
This is it's another higher or lower. Higher or lower. It's I've named this Them Bloody Kids. What we got is I'm going to give you a Pompey player, all from the 2008-9 season.
Yeah.
My favourite season because it's my favourite kit of. It's close. I like the Canterbury ones, both the Canterbury 08, 07 through to 09.
Is it going to pop up? The 09 kit. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh no. Afraid not.
Yeah.
But I'm going to name you some players.
Yeah.
You got to tell me whether the next person has more or less kids than them. Now we're going to start with David James. I'm not going to tell you how many kids David James has got, but does he have more or less? Does he have more or less than Glenn Johnson?
I know how many kids
has he got more than Glenn Johnson or less?
Well, David James has got 4 kids with former wife Tanya for a start. if you remember from last week's questions. So so he's got at least 4. So I'm going to go. He's got 4. I don't think he's had any more.
Do you reckon Glenn Johnson's got more or less?
More or less. Yeah, he's got less. He's got less than 4. He's only got 3.
He's only got 2. He's only got 2. But you're right. Okay, that's your one to start with. 1 out of 1. I reckon you could go full sweep here, clean sweep. Yeah. Next, Peter Crouch. How many kids has Peter Crouch got? More or less than 2?
I don't know, but you'd bang her all the time, wouldn't you? So surely he's got more than 2. Although, no, I'm going to say less because I don't know anything about him having any kids. Oh, I don't know. You should know that, shouldn't you? Because they're in the public eye as well. Those 2, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'm going to go less. I'm going to go less. But then, what's the point in saying less? Because that's 1 or 0, and then that's less. Go on, less.
Peter Crouch and Abby Clancy have 4 kids.
Oh, wow. 4
kids they've got down.
You would, though, wouldn't you? You definitely would.
Yep, certainly would. Okay,
I mean,
Nico
I'm talking
Crenshaw.
from an I'm talking from an Abby Clancy point of view because Peter Crouch is
From an Abo Clancy.
From an Abbo Clancy. Yeah. Okay. Right. Who next?
Nico Crenshaw. Bearing in mind your starting card is a 4.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he's only got. Yeah, he's got 3. He's got little Nico, little Harry, and little Yakubu. Yeah, he's got 3.
He's got 3.
Yeah.
Okay, Nico Crenshaw has a 1 child.
Oh.
Just little Nico, I think.
Just little Nico, yeah.
Next up, this is your penultimate one. Herman Hreiderson. More or less than 1, Dan?
Well, see, now it's got to be more, isn't it? Because if it was 0, then
makes the last one a bit.
It does make the last one pointless unless we're talking.
But you get nothing for a pair. Nothing for a pair.
Okay, yeah, he's got more. I think he's got quite a few. Yeah.
Yeah.
6.
He's got 8 kids now. He's got 4. Yeah. He's also got 4. Look at those 4s in there. David James, Peter Crouch, Herman Hreiderson. And then last but not least, not quite for the clean sweep because you didn't get the Crouch one, but Armand Traore. How many does young, well, not so young anymore, still only 34, by the way, Armand Traore.
Okay. Now, he wouldn't be in this quiz, would he? With a boring 2 or 3 or 1. So he's definitely got about 5 kids. He's got 5 kids. He's got 5, hasn't he? He's got 5, hasn't he?
And Traore has just the 1 child, just the one boring 1 child.
Wow.
There you go. There you have it. That was the quiz. Yeah. That was the boring quiz. We'll have to, I'm going to pledge now. We'll have a better one next week for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely we'll have a better quiz.
Right, Ian,
there you go.
Tell us what we should be having quizzes on. Do something.
Do so. We have had a lot of interactions actually this week, Dan, but I've not noted any of them down. Foolishly.
What is interactions? I see a lot of people comment on your prediction posts and things like that.
So there you go. That's the Pompey podcast. It's been about as interesting as the Carlisle Portsmouth game was.
Yeah.
I think we had a little bit of wonder from Abu in there at some stage, and the rest of it you could pretty much put down as going through the motions.
Yeah.
But if you do want to get in contact with us, keep an eye on our Facebook, Twitter, X, and YouTube pages. We are at Pompey Pod on all 3 of those. Like, subscribe. We're up to 275, I think it is now on the old Facebook. 275. We've gained 50 new people following us this month. That is amazing. Wow. Thank you very much. If you are following us, we appreciate each and every one of you. 275 exactly. In fact, just checked it. Up to 47 on YouTube. Not quite so great, but we did have one video that got nearly 1,000 views, which was quite nice. And I don't know how many were on Twitter, maybe 200, perhaps 150.
Yeah.
But do get involved. Tell us some stuff that you'd like to see on the pod. Give us any quiz questions that you might want to run past each other.
Yeah. Give us some quizzes.
We're running out of ideas, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, we've run out of ideas weeks ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is the Pompey Pod for this week. Adios.
Bye.
Again. Bye.
Bye.